All right, welcome, welcome. So today we are filming a shorter workout. This idea here, for those of you who have trouble fitting in a full or normal length, regular length Fitwit workout in, this one hopefully from start to finish is 30 minutes total. We're gonna kick it off here. Becca's gonna give us 20 jumping jacks, 20 jumping jacks. Once you're done with those 20 jacks, you're gonna give me 5 leg swings each side, front to back. Once you're done with those 5 leg swings, 5 windmills per side. So hand to opposite toe, pulling that toe to your shin. Sending those hips back, dorsiflexing that toe. 5 windmills per side. That's going to take you into 3 figure 4 stretches per side. So you'll just pause, you'll cross that leg over, sit down into that position, hang out there for a few seconds, stand up, switch sides. We're going to do 3 per side here. Once you're done there, 3 knee hugs to a quad stretch per side. Once you're done with those figure 4s, hugging that knee in nice and tight. You can do some ankle circles each direction while you're there in that knee hug position. Hug it in. Did I say knee circles? I meant to say ankle circles. Pull that heel to your glute. 3 on one side, 3 on the other. And then from here, Becca, you can go ahead and take it into some back slappers. Once you're done with those knee hugs, back slap it. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, pull those shoulder blades apart. Good, now you can take it up and down with those slaps. So think about getting into those triceps. Good, from here you're gonna give me 3 inchworm push-ups, 3 inchworm push-ups. So walking your hands out to the top of that position, that push-up position, getting that hamstring stretch along the way, trying to keep your legs as straight as possible. Walking your hands all the way back, and we repeat. Good, once you're done with that final rep, you're gonna take it into a high runner's lunge. High runner's lunge. Or you're gonna go hands on the ground. Yeah, perfect, right there. Just a couple hip circles each direction. And now let's take it into 3 T-spine rotations. So reaching that elbow to the ground and then squeezing those shoulder blades together, rotating through that T-spine, stacking those shoulders. Once you're done with 3 on this side, you will switch sides. You will see 3 on the other. Once you're done with your 3 there, you're gonna lay it down on your back. We're gonna go through the 2 ab movements you'll see in the workout today. Becca's gonna start it off on 10 toe touches. So legs will be extended up as straight as possible. And now she is just going to squeeze that rib cage to her pelvis as she reaches to those toes. You may not actually touch those toes, that's okay. If you're holding tension through those abs, I don't touch them either. Take longer arms and shorter legs. 10 reps here is gonna take you into 10 bicycle crunches per side. So now as we extend one leg, we pull that opposite knee, trying to meet our elbow in the center of our body, working those obliques. You're gonna go 20 total, 10 per side, 20 total. Once you're done there, Becca, give me 3 ninjas. 3 ninjas. You also see these ninjas in the workout. So starting from the top of that push-up position, that high plank position, Becca's gonna land with her feet flat and wide. 3 reps here, then she's gonna stand it on up, and she's gonna give me 2 side lunges per side. Another movement that you will see in the workout today. Nice big step out, sending that booty back and down. Chest stays up nice and tall. 2 per side here. And then you're gonna mimic a suitcase step back lunge with a knee drive. So Becca's gonna hold an imaginary kettlebell on her right side. She is going to step back with the left side. As she stands up, she's driving that knee up. She's gonna give me 4 reps here, and then she's gonna give me 4 on the other side. Good. Once she's done here with her step back lunges, she's going to finish it out 5 rocket jumps and 1 burpee, just 1 burpee for good measure. 5 rocket jumps, loading those hips, exploding up, trying to get some height there. And then just 1 perfect form burpee, just so that we remind ourselves what that feels like, since that's how we kick off our first AMRAP. All right, perfecto. So for today, you have 2 8-minute AMRAPs. All right, some calisthenic conditioning today. We're gonna keep you moving at just a nice steady pace for 8 minutes. You'll catch a minute of rest, and then we'll move on to the second AMRAP. First one, you're gonna start it off with 5 burpees. That's gonna take you right into 10 total of those side lunges you just did in your warm-up. 15 kettlebell swings, loading your hips, exploding forward to full extension. 20 of those toe touches. You're gonna wash, rinse, and repeat for 8 minutes. Then we will take a minute off, and I will describe to you and maybe even demo that suitcase step back lunge again. But we're gonna go ahead and get started on that first 8-minute piece. Whenever you are ready to start the clock, Becca. 5 burpees, 10 side lunges, 15 swings, 20 toe touches.
Ready,
set, go! 5 burpees. So we're looking to just find a nice steady pace here that we can maintain for that full 8 minutes, right? If you're gonna rest, it happens between movements, but we're trying to minimize that rest and just try and stay in motion. So not necessarily looking for an 8-minute sprint, if that means that after 2 minutes, 5 burpees, 10 side lunges total, that's 5 per side. So you don't wanna go out so hard here at the beginning, you get so gassed that you're moving at a snail's pace for that second half. 10 total side lunges, 5 per side. That takes you into your kettlebell swings. So Becca takes a big step out, sits those hips back and down. Good, nice, powerful hike pass, and then snap those hips forward to full extension. Beautiful. Load and explode. So we're thinking about pointing that kettlebell at whatever object is behind us to really load those hips. Powerful snap forward. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Nice, tall, standing plank to 20 toe touches after those kettlebell swings. So 5 burpees to 10 side lunges, 15 swings, 20 toe touches. So notice Becca's shoulder blades stay off the ground here for that entire movement, but she gets even more tension as she tries to reach to those toes. So subtle movement here, abs loaded with tension for all 20 reps. Once she's done with her 20 toe touches, she's back to the top on those 5 burpees. She's 2 minutes in right now. Good, hop it on up, 5 burpees, 5 quick, solidly paced burpees here. As soon as that chest touches the ground, she pops on up, jumps, and claps overhead, making sure to get that overhead clap to get that full extension so we're not piking that burpee. 5 burpees, 10 total side lunges. Good, drive through that bent leg, or that foot on that bent leg, coming back up to full extension, legs meet in the middle. Take it to the other side, 10 total. Feel that in your inner thigh a bit. We have 15 kettlebell swings coming up next. Good, sitting down nice and deep, throwing that bell back, snapping those hips forward. So we should have more bend through our hip here than our knee, but allow your knees to bend. Right, allow you to sit back into those hips more and powerfully snap those hips forward to set that bell in motion. 15 unbroken reps, then you're back down to your mat for your 20 toe touches. Legs as extended as you can, and then we're squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Think about squeezing that rib cage to your pelvis as you try and reach those fingertips as close to your toes as possible. Becca's got a little one arm behind. Are you giving your neck some support, Becca? Yeah. Yeah, so that's a good way. So now Becca is back to the top on her burpees. You notice on those toe touches, she's giving her neck a little bit of support with one hand. You're welcome to do that if you feel like maybe you've got some fatigue there from previous workouts, or just generally maybe your neck tries to carry the load. You can provide it a little assistance. 5 burpees into your 10 total side lunges. Just over 3 minutes to go here. Good, so definitely on those side lunges, not one that you want to rush through. Definitely just looking for a solid pace and making sure you're driving through that entire foot. You're sending those hips back, so weight may feel a little more back in that heel. Engaging through your upper back to keep that chest up. 15 kettlebell swings up next. This is where we load those hips and then we explode as we drive those hips forward. Becca's almost feeling like she's jumping out of her shoes, right? She's loading her hips and then pulling those kneecaps up to full extension at the top in that nice tall standing plank. Lots of power here. 15 kettlebell swings takes you back down to your mat, finding your breath, trying to breathe behind that shield of armor on these 20 toe touches. We got 2 minutes to go here. 2 minutes to go, then we've earned some rest. Good, and you can do what Becca's doing here, which is interlacing your hands behind that neck, but she's not pulling up with that neck, right? She's giving herself some support there. So make sure you're leading with those abs and those hands just stay there to help keep that neck neutral and so that it's not trying to take charge of that movement. Back to the top on burpees with 90 seconds to go. Here we go. So certainly going unbroken on these burpees, right? Only 5, no reason we can't string those together, even if burpees aren't our favorite. All 5 in a row takes us into your side lunges, where you get to slow it down a wee bit and really focus on depth, focus on keeping that chest up. 5 per side, 10 total. Good, we got less than a minute. There we go. So hopefully by now we're getting even deeper into that side lunge now that we're a little warmer. All right, we got just about 30 seconds here. Becca's on those 15 kettlebell swings, finishing strong. Good, nice. Powerful drive of those hips. Hips go back, snap those hips forward. Rest. All right, so we have a minute off here. A minute off here. Do what you need to do. Same format. Same format here, another 8-minute AMRAP moving at your pace. Again, just a nice steady pace to take us through. The movements you're gonna see are 5 ninjas. You saw those in warm-up. Starting from the top of your push-up position, landing with those feet flat and wide. That is gonna take you into 10 total suitcase step back lunges with the knee drive. Let's get a quick demo from Becca on that. So you are holding the bell on one side. You will step back with the opposite leg and then drive through that heel and drive that knee up. So 5 reps there, put the bell on the other side, step back with the opposite leg, takes you into 15 rocket jumps, loading our hips, exploding up, getting some air. That's gonna mimic that kettlebell swing movement that you just did. And then we finish it out on 20 total bicycle crunches. All right, we are back on it as soon as you want to start that clock, Becca. 5 ninjas to start.
Ready, set, go.
Go! All right, 8-minute circuit underway. Starting it off with 5 ninjas. So for these, we want to make sure that we kick back to full extension. When we land those feet, we're landing them as close to our hands as possible. They are flat and they are wide, so we can sink right down. You have 10 of your suitcase step back lunges with a knee drive. So notice Becca is stepping back with the opposite leg from that kettlebell. So it's the leg she can tap. She's driving through that grounded heel or that entire grounded foot on that working side and then driving that knee up for a little extra 5 per side. So you should really feel that glute on that loaded side working. And then just to make those glutes feel even more, we have 15 rocket jumps coming up after those lunges, 15 rocket jumps. So yeah, you should feel your glutes here as well. Load your hips, explode up, land softly into that next rep. All about soft landings here. The idea is to get as much height as you can, but you always want to make sure you're landing softly. So adjust that height to make sure that you're landing nice and soft on the balls of those feet with all reps. Becca's doing an excellent job here of getting fully extended at the top of that jump, loading her hips at the bottom. 15 reps, then she'll take it down onto her mat for 20 bicycle crunches total. 20 total bicycle crunches. So nice and controlled here. Sometimes we want to race through these. Be really deliberate, right? Think about really grinding out these reps. Just more time under tension for those abs, fighting to reach that elbow to that knee. Back to the top on ninjas, just past that 2-minute mark. Oh, the old curly mat action. The old mat curl. Common problem. Yes, beautiful landing, Becca. So Becca is landing in that nice, perfect deep squat position. Notice she's breaking parallel, but she's still under tension in the bottom. So she's not landing so low that she's, bottoming out. She still is loaded with tension. Suitcase step back lunges, 10 total, 5 per side here. So that nice tight grip on that bell, that shoulder is just packed in the socket. Becca steps back with the leg opposite the bell. As she stands up, she drives that knee up. 5, and then she'll switch sides. Excellent. Becca's keeping her chest up nice and tall. Driving through that foot on that working side. Glutes are fired up. Rocket jumps up next. This is a favorite of Rebecca Carson's. I know this for a fact. And 15 of them coming off of ninjas and lunges is pretty brutal. So do your best here to try and string all 15 together, but always know that you can pause, reset, knock it out in 2 sets, knock it out in 3 sets if you need. Getting as much height as you can, but not sacrificing that soft landing. From those 15 rocket jumps, you're to your mat for your 20 total bicycle crunches. We are more than halfway through our second and final 8-minute AMRAP. Good, notice one leg is extended with the other, that knee and elbow are trying to meet in the center of her body. Getting that rotation in there, working those obliques. This is 10 per side, 20 total. Right back to the top on those ninjas. 5 ninjas to follow your 20 bicycle crunches total. Notice Becca takes that moment to sit up tall, engage through her upper back. She's got that perfect squat position as she lands. Suitcase step back lunges. 2.5 minutes to go. Good, 5 and 5. Deadlifting that bell to a standing position, stepping back with that opposite foot, driving through that working side, right? So it's that glute, that leg on the side where she's holding her bell, that should be doing most of the work. Don't worry, rocket jumps. You may even have time to do them again. It's exciting. All right, 15 rocket jumps. We got less than 2. Finish line is near. Good, so as soon as Becca lands, right, she's landing in the balls of those feet, she sends those hips back, she sends those arms back. Quality form here, something to strive for, y'all. Soft landing, full extension, beautiful. All right, she's almost there from those 15 rocket jumps, 20 bicycle crunches total. Just over a minute to go. She may have, oh, she did luck out. She timed that just right, so she didn't have to do those rocket jumps again. All right, we got a minute to go. She's gonna finish out these 20 bicycle crunches total. She'll probably have time for some ninjas. Again, taking it slow, thinking of those bicycle crunches more as just a grind. Think about doing bicycle crunches through in a swamp in quicksand as opposed to racing through. All right, 5 ninjas, just about 30 seconds to go. And so we all may spend a slightly different amount of time in that deep squat position, right? If we're really working on nailing that position, you may spend a little bit more time there. It may take you a little bit longer to get set up. Hold that tension. And back to those suitcase step back lunges, just 15 seconds to go. And time. If you want to even out those sides, Becca, go right ahead. All right, wherever you are, gang, even it out if you need to. Otherwise, that is a wrap on your second 8-minute circuit. You're gonna take it right down to the ground. Quick stretch here to finish it out. You can always extend this stretch beyond what we're doing here, but we're gonna start in a pigeon pose. We're gonna start in a pigeon. So Becca's gonna find herself in that pigeon. She starts by down dog, 3-leg dogging it, sweeping that leg forward. We're gonna be here for about 45 seconds per side. So to minimize the length of the workout, right? So you can get done with this thing 30 minutes from start to finish. Slightly compressed warm up, slightly compressed cool down, but again, you can always extend your warm up at the beginning if you have extra time. You can always add extra time on that cool down. So we'll just take you through about 3 or 4 basic cool down movements, and you can always freestyle from there. All right, Becca, let's switch sides on that pigeon.
And it doesn't do this to everybody, but if you're really out of breath when you go right into it, don't put your head down yet. Keep your chest a little elevated. You'll get a dizzy feeling.
Good tip. So if you're like, yeah, especially coming off like rocket jumps and whatnot, if you are feeling that fatigue and kind of gasping for air, keep your chest up here, is what Becca's saying, as opposed to putting that forehead on the ground. For me, it's never an issue because I can't even get that low in a pigeon. But like certainly the same kind of thing I know you've said with down dog, right? All right, from here, you're gonna just bring it, we're gonna take it into a child's pose. Taking it, actually before you get there, let's do a cat-cow on all fours. We'll cat-cow it. I'm trying to gauge what we're okay on time here. But just under 2 to go. Good. From here, Becca, we're gonna go ahead and press into a down dog. And you can just pedal your feet around here. Do whatever you would normally do, whatever feels good. And this is gonna end up just taking us into a standing hamstring stretch. So when you're ready, you can start walking your hands or feet in, whatever works for you. We're just gonna take it into a hammy stretch after those swings, those rocket jumps. And stand it on up when you're ready. And grab onto that quad. We're gonna take it into a quad stretch. And if you only have time for one other standing stretch after this, Becca, what would it be? Since you did the workout. Okay. So let's switch sides on that quad stretch, and then we're gonna finish on that IT band stretch.
Bend the knees, forward fold. Plant your right hand on the ground or just grab your ankle.
So bend the knees, forward fold, plant your right hand on the ground or your ankle.
And then reach up with your left arm. If that's enough. If not, start to straighten your left leg, but keep the bend in your right knee.
So then she's rotating up with that left hand.
The more you get your shoulder out of the way, the more it starts to open up.
And if you can straighten that left leg. The more you rotate up, the deeper that stretch will be. And she's gonna switch sides. Wow, this is actually a cool picture.
While you're down here, you want to open up the chest.
All right, stand it on up, shake it out. Well done, well done. Thanks for joining us. Quick 30-minute workout. Put your hands together. Get it right, get it tight on 3. 1, 2,